here we go. March 7th.
We're live already?
Yeah, we are live,
Hey
March
everyone!
7th.
Welcome to the program, and thank you to our sponsor, the Interastral Peace Corporation. I'm your host, Astral Express crew member, March 7th. I've been watching my favorite streamer in preparation, but this is still my first time hosting, so go easy on me if I mess up, okay?
We'll go easy on you.
What was I supposed to say again? I think it was, don't forget to like, follow, and share, or I'll chicken out. And then... Oh, without further ado, let's get right into the trailer.
Okay, here we go in the trailer.
Attention all spectators! Attention all spectators! The Interastral Tournament Festival Championship is about to
Holy
commence.
shit,
Please
what's going
take
on?
your seats.
Like competition or something? Hey,
My
Topaz!
friends, join me. Please dance. Let's bring this exquisite celebration to its climax.
Billabong might be in arrears, but I'm out of pocket. Go Nutty! Enough!
What's going on? Looks like Topaz could be the enemy.
I returned to the Law Fu so I could
Jinglu!
surrender myself to the Alliance
Yes!
and atone for
We've
my
been waiting
sins.
for you.
This will be the last you see of me.
Jingliu Master, Jinglu.
Sword War! Blade of Moonlight. High Cloud Quintet. It is time to say goodbye.
And here's our redemption code. Official. Make sure to write these redemption codes down, guys. They're only limited time, so act fast.
Yeah,
Limit
the
as soon as possible.
Trailblaze journey continues. There's loads of fun stuff waiting for us out there. Can't wait to catch it all on camera. Like Jingliu! Never thought we'd meet a living Xianzhou legend. She's super interesting. Miss Jingliu might look young and elegant, but people say she's experienced and super dangerous. I was a little nervous when the director told me I'd be introducing her today. So I thought, why don't I see if I can bring in another young, elegant, experienced, and dangerous lady to help me with the intro. Next up, let's put our hands together and welcome Miss Himeko, navigator of the Astral Express.
Wow, March. Is that how you see me? I'm very flattered.
Himeko, you're here already?
That's right. I walked in just as someone happened to be calling me a young, elegant, experienced, and dangerous lady.
Fun fact,
You're
I
all
recently
those
got
things?
Himiko.
So, you want to take it from
I'm
here,
building a-
Himiko?
Sure thing. Where were we? Hi, everyone. As March said, I'm Himiko, navigator of the Astral Express. Today, I'll be introducing you to a living Xianzhou legend, JINGLIU.
Ever since I first caught sight of her in
Destruction,
Yenshing's tracking
Eyes,
entries, I was
Jinglu.
completely hooked. She's Jingyuan's previous master. I bet she's got all kinds of hidden stories to tell.
As one of the High Cloud Quintet, she was once the strongest swordmaster on the Luofu. However, due to the effects of Mara, she sometimes loses her grip on reality, perceiving herself as an unstoppable sword.
Jingliu's so ruthless. She even attacked her apprentice's apprentice. And she figured out Yenshing's fighting style just from the sound of his swords. I'd bolt if I saw her coming my way.
I can't say I blame you. After the Mara took hold of Jingliu, she became a different person. As for the day she crossed
It looks
paths
like a
with
different person.
Yanqing, it was quite the twist of fate.
I guess so. In any case, Jingliu is unpredictable at the best of times. But if you catch her on a good day, she's as calm as moonlight on a silent night.
I bet
Nicely
she
put.
is.
Her power is actually deeply connected to the moon's phases. Jingliu is an ice-type character following the path of destruction, who uses 2 different states in combat.
Different states? What's that?
Think of it this way. When Jingliu is in prolonged combat, her Mara-struck persona takes over and she changes states. When Jingliu uses her skill, Transcendent Flash, she accumulates stacks of syzygy.
Whoa! Isn't Transcendent Flash the legendary sword move from Mr. Cien's story? The one that cuts through time itself?
You sure seem
Oh, it's a legendary,
well-versed in High Cloud Quintet stories, March.
legendary
When
skill.
syzygy stacks up to a set amount, Jingliu is consumed by Mara and enters a spectral transmigration state. In the spectral transmigration state, Jingliu's every attack deducts a set percentage of HP from her ally's max HP. However, her attack increases according to the corresponding total HP consumed.
See? I told you she attacks her allies!
While in the spectral transmigration state, Jingliu's skill, Transcendent Flash, becomes Moon on Glacial River, and she is unable to launch basic attacks. Moon on Glacial River doesn't consume skill points, but does consume stacks of syzygy. When stacks reach 0, Jingliu exits the spectral transmigration state. Jingliu's ultimate, Floor Ephemeral Dream Flux, deals a set percentage of her attack as ice damage to a single target and adjacent enemies, as well as granting her additional stacks of syzygy.
Whether it's normal state Ice Beauty Jingliu or red-eyed spectral transmigrator state Jingliu, she's one heck of a sword master.
According to Xianzhou records, she was taken by the Ten Lords before the onset of
Her
Mara
gameplay looks
and
incredible.
subsequently detained in the shackling prison. The famous confrontation with her apprentice, Jingyuan, would come later.
Becoming Mara-struck is an unavoidable fate for Xianzhou long-life species. But they're still trying to find a way to break free of the cycle.
In the brand new 1.4 mission,
Companion
Clouds Leave
mission?
No Trace, an anonymous letter silently appears on the Express. It seems
I
an
figured we'll get a
unexpected
companion
visitor
mission
has
of Jinglu.
extended an invitation and is looking to connect with Dan Heng to delve deeper into the tale of the Xianzhou. Past events may feel distant in the present, but it's only right to give this story its proper conclusion. Valiant figures from times of old reunite with familiar faces and find themselves in a world drastically reshaped from the one they once knew.
I heard the reason Jingliu wears a blindfold is to avoid catching sight of certain objects on the Xianzhou. Things that would trigger her memory and the Mara inside her.
Well, not seeing isn't the same as not remembering. She's never forgotten those who fought alongside her. As for solving the Mara predicament, we'll just have to stay tuned for the upcoming Xianzhou story.
Ah, looks like Jingliu's next move is gonna be trending all over the Xianzhou.
Mars 7 is so cute.
What if I start doing my own live streams? They could track Jingliu's every step. I bet they'd get loads of views.
Sorry, March. I wouldn't recommend chasing trends. Your content will probably end up clashing with the IPCs.
Really? But
Oh,
my
Mars.
favorite streamers are always saying you gotta go with the hype. Anyway, how do you think I'm doing so far, Himeko? For this episode, I did loads and loads of research. Plus, I got lots of tips from my favorite streamer.
And which streamer would this be?
Ta-da! She's a streamer called Gwaynithan. Her streams are super entertaining.
Gwaynithan? I can't say I've heard of her.
You haven't? She's on the Xianzhou too. How about... I know! I'll tell you all about her.
Yeah. Is that a new 4-star?
There was one night I couldn't sleep, and I ended up watching Gwaynithan's Kwaiban live
Gwaynithan.
stream. I've never heard anything
Nihility
like
Fire.
it. I subscribed straight away. It was meant to be.
Her attire is very Xianzhou, but it feels like she's not from the Luofu.
She's not from any of the Xianzhou ships. I think her real name was Guinevere or something. Anyway, Gui means fine wood, Nai means to exist, and Fen means fragrant. Su Shang came up with it for her. She's her bestie.
What lovely imagery.
I know! Plus, if you think about it, Guinevere and Gwaynithan do sound kinda similar, if you say them a few times, right?
We might want to steer clear of wordplay, March. I heard the Xianzhou issues fines for that.
Huh? Seriously?
Xianzhou culture is vast and profound. There's still much to learn.
Gwaynithan says that Su Shang is always schooling her on local culture and customs. Su Shang is as Xianzhou as it gets. I feel like everything I learned about the Xianzhou I learned from them.
Live streaming, Kwaiban, a passion for Xianzhou culture. Gwaynithan seems like a girl of many talents.
She is! Although I feel like she mainly uses them to impress her bestie. Did you know that Gwaynithan is actually a street performer? Not to mention she's also super talented on the battlefield.
What was her gameplay?
Gwaynithan is a fire-type character following the path of nihility. When using her skill, Blazing Welcome, Gwaynithan launches firecrackers,
It could be a good
dealing
support for
fire
Himeko
damage
as well.
to her target and adjacent enemies with a chance of inflicting burn. After unlocking the Trace High Pulls, her basic attack,
Topaz,
Standing Ovation,
of course.
also has a chance of inflicting enemies with burn.
I'm curious. Why firecrackers exactly?
Gwaynithan says that in Xianzhou legends, artists use firecrackers to fend off scary beasts. In return, the nobility supported the artist financially. Gwaynithan is just continuing the tradition, and friendly locals are only too happy to support her. Funnily enough, her talent is called Patreon benefits. When Gwaynithan is on the battlefield and an enemy sustains burn damage, there's a chance they'll enter a Fire Kiss state. Fire Kiss is stackable and limited to a set number of turns. While in the Fire Kiss state, enemies sustain increased damage. Which reminds me, I think Gwaynithan live-streamed a battle once too. Her ultimate, watch this showstopper, summons and detonates an even bigger firecracker in the form of a D-Ting. Damage to all enemies. Targets already inflicted with burns sustain additional damage as a set percentage of the fire damage.
Is this what the kids call going viral? I'd love to see her combat livestream data. I bet it was an instant hit.
About that. Her stream was taken down halfway through. I think she violated the platform's fire safety policy.
Oh.
Lol.
What do you think? Got a better picture of Gwen-Ifan now?
And I can see why you're so fond of her.
Cool, isn't she? I'll message you the link to her streams right now. Sometimes she even sends gifts to her fans. Hey, Gwailings, check this out. Scale Gorge spring water, clear and tasteless, rich in calories. One sip. Ah, you just saved yourself a meal. Actually, I bought some 5-liter Scale Gorge spring water during Gwen-Ifan's last stream. When you're watching her stream, you gotta be ready to grab the deals.
Oh yeah, we will grab the
Awesome.
deal.
Wait a minute, March. If that's the case, those bottles of Scale Gorge spring water in the Express's storage room, you bought all of those?
Yeah? What about them?
Interesting. Just the other day, Welt was telling me about his new healthy lifestyle habits. Apart from exercise, he's been drinking 8 glasses of water a day. Strangely enough, he's gained a little weight. Guess it must have been...
So Mr. Yang was drinking the... It's getting late, Himeko. We should get back to the show. The next person we'll be talking about is Topaz.
Topaz.
Sure. So, who's Topaz?
Actually, I don't know either. But the director said that Topaz works for the IPC. She even knows that presenter, Albert. Speaking of, let's get him on the line. He can introduce Topaz. Albert?
Albert? Where is he? Where is Albert?
Ooh, and whether or not your world has a day
There
night
we
cycle.
go, back to the
Good
normal.
morning, good afternoon,
Usual live
and
stream.
good evening.
Now
I'm
Albert
your
is back.
good buddy Albert.
Why did
is
our
back.
art style change?
On my show, we go by my style. Up next, allow me, Albert,
style.
a professional Interastral Peace Corporation anchor, to introduce to you my guest and IPC colleague, Topaz.
Damn! Look at that! Look at Topaz, man!
Topaz is a rising star in the IPC Strategic Investment Department, currently heading
She's
up the Special
sexy.
Desk Picket team. She's a combination of youth, elegance, and remarkable ability.
The Special Debts Picket Team. I think I've heard of them.
Well, as you
Topaz,
may
Nami.
know, among the universe's major investors and lenders, the IPC is a big fish. And with so many venture capital projects, there are bound to be bumps in the road. Topaz is our go-to person to smooth out the bumps and make sure we recover what's owed.
Oh, I get it. So the corporation's in the red?
When dealing with defaulters, Topaz's methods are swift and effective, saving the IPC from many a potential loss. She also has a great knack for investments, turning even the bleakest projects into success stories and ensuring huge returns for the corporation.
Wow, impressive. Does she have some kind of superpower?
Within the walls of the IPC, there is indeed a rumor that Topaz's stellar success might have something of the supernatural about it.
Oh?
Supernatural? Oh, reminds me of Gwen-Ifan's ghost hunting streams.
Ghost hunting? Let's not jump the gun. When people think of Topaz, they don't think about ghosts, but a certain unmistakable companion. I'm talking about her warp trotter, Numby. They may look like a cute mascot, but Numby is Topaz's trusted sidekick, both at work and out on the back. Numbi has a keen
Go on,
sense
game
for
plan.
sniffing out wealth. Security checks, debt
Wow.
settlements, and calculations are all child's play for this little piggy. Together with Topaz, they traverse the cosmos, resolving any and all debt
We should
disputes that
be,
can threaten the
we'll be
IPC's
getting 2 more
operations.
codes. I
Numbi
believe.
is a legit employee. They even have an official role and title.
Really?
Really? And don't forget, the corporate world mirrors the battlefield in more ways than one. Topaz's prowess in the former is just as swift and formidable in the latter. And you better believe Numbi plays a huge part in that. Topaz and Numbi are fire-type characters following the path of the hunt. At the start of an allied turn, if no enemy on the battlefield is inflicted with proof of debt, Topaz will inflict this state on a random enemy, thereby boosting the follow-up attack damage they receive. During battle, Numbi starts out with an initial speed and acts autonomously, attacking enemies inflicted with proof of debt. Excluding Numbi's own turns, every time an ally follow-up attack hits an enemy inflicted with proof of debt, Numbi's action is advanced forward.
Seems like Numbi and Topaz share a strong bond.
They make a tight unit. Speaking of which, Topaz's skill, difficulty pan, is able to reallocate proof of debt to a different target,
Our gameplay
allowing Numbi to
looks
immediately
fun.
launch an assault and deal a set percentage of Topaz's attack
She could
as
be a really
fire
good
damage to
character.
the new target. This counts as a follow-up attack. Topaz's ultimate, Turn a Profit, allows Numbi to enter the Windfall Bonanza state. In this state, damage and crit damage dealt by Numbi both experience an increase. If that wasn't enough, every time an ally's basic attack, skill, or ultimate hits an enemy inflicted with proof of debt, Numbi's action is additionally advanced forward. After Numbi launches a set number of attacks, this effect is dispelled.
Whoa, Numbi's got moves!
Some believe that everything possesses a soul. I believe that if you treat all living things with genuine care, regardless of whether they're human, they'll respond in kind.
Hold on to your hats, folks. Numbi's not done yet. Topaz and Numbi's technique, Explicit Subsidy, allows Topaz to summon Numbi when entering a map. Numbi then automatically seeks out basic treasures and Trotters within a certain range, leading Topaz right to the loot. The best part? Trotters won't be alerted to their approach, and this effect doesn't even consume technique points. If Topaz and Numbi enter combat after using their technique, our little Warp Trotter regenerates a set amount of Topaz's energy after launching their first attack. If Topaz and Numbi are still in the team after winning a battle entered in this way, the team receives a small amount of additional credits up to a set daily limit. The above also goes for winning battles entered in this way within the simulated universe. But instead of credits, the team receives a small amount of cosmic fragments with a chance to bag a random curio.
That's quite the skill set. Seems like Topaz and Numbi have a bad cop approach to debt collection.
All that and no debuffs. We might as well call Numbi the omnipotent cosmic piggy bank.
Careful now. If there's an eon of prosperity out there, I doubt they want competition. Truth be told, Topaz doesn't care much about Numbi's wealth-generating abilities. Here at the IPC, she has a reputation for being clean as a whistle. Money just isn't that important to her. Money is a means, not an end. Work should make you happy. Topaz looks after Numbi because she loves them. Simple as that. That's not all I heard. In version 1.4, Stagnant Shadow Shape of Scorch will be going live.
New
Beat
Ascension?
it, and you can snag the Ascension material required for Topaz and Grenifin, Searing Steel Blade.
Albert, are you sure Topaz is just your colleague? It feels like she's got a way bigger role than you.
What? Clearly, you've never worked in a top-tier company. In esteemed enterprises like ours, we stress a horizontal approach to management. As long as one has their own methodology, finds their own niche, and employs their own strategy, they can exert unlimited influence and change the fate of a project.
Himeko, is he making any sense to you?
I'm not quite following.
Look, I might not get the ins and outs of investing, but I know my way around the presentation deck. Those dazzling slides on Topaz, you my creation. Impressive. It's all about making yourself indispensable in the workplace. And if Topaz were here right now, she'd acknowledge my presence with the utmost respect.
How's it hanging, Owlie? Hi, viewers.
Topaz!
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
Hey,
You guys
Topaz!
probably mentioned already, but I work in the Strategic Investment Department at the IPC headquarters. It's an honor to be here for Miss March 7's show today. And to meet Miss Himiko.
Hi, Topaz!
Nice to meet you too.
The Director Topaz, what brings you here?
A while ago, we received an investment application from the Interastral Peace Media Department. It seems the IPM's presenters want to expand the program's reach. As such, the corporation sent me to evaluate the program's performance.
Director Topaz, I'll show you my expertise right now. So without further ado, let's unveil version 1.4's eagerly awaited 5-star characters. During the first phase of 1.4 in the character Event Warp, Gentle Eclipse of the Moon, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Jingliu. And during the second phase of 1.4, 2 character Event Warps will become available. In the character Event Warp Sunset Claws, Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star characters Topaz and Numby. Meanwhile, in the character Event Warp Butterfly on Sword Tip, the limited 5-star character Zila will be making a return. And I almost forgot to mention, the 4-star character Gwenifin will also be a part of these 2 second phase character Event Warps.
Look who's back! It's Zila! Feels like forever since we last saw her in Belobog.
Characters aside, we're also eagerly anticipating version 1.4's 5-star light cones. At 1.4's first phase light cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone, I shall be my own sword, will be boosted.
It's that sword-wielding beauty again!
Standing there in the moonlight without her blindfold,
We're getting triple
amidst
banner?
all those flowers. Quite the sight.
Unforgettable!
Meanwhile, in 1.4's second phase light cone event warps, the drop rates for the 5-star light cones, Worrisome Blissful, and In the Night will be boosted.
Wow, Topaz is so lucky to be surrounded by so many cute fluff balls. Can we get one for the Express, Himiko? Oh, please?
I'm afraid that might not be possible. I remember Pom Pom saying they're not keen on having anything that sheds fur in the carriages.
But
We're getting
Pom-Pom sheds
Jinglu, we're getting
tons of
Topaz, and now we're getting Sile.
fur.
You know, trotters like Numby make great companions. They're non-shedding, low maintenance, and super squishy. Plus, they can snip out valuable treasures. Or, what about adopting a talking bird? Like Owlie here.
Wait, what? Absolutely not. I'm the star of the IPM. And that wraps up today's Warp and Light Cone segment. Director Topaz, I was wondering, how did you rate my performance?
Let's talk about that later. The reason I'm here for March's show today is to present some small gifts to our esteemed viewers on behalf of the IPC. I'm not the best at crafting presentation decks, but here is a slide I worked up.
Feel the frost in the space fantasy adventure Honkai Star Rail.
Dive into a timeless space fantasy adventure, Honkai Star Rail.
Gee, thanks, Topaz. It's great you could take time out schedule to be on the show. You must be pretty busy.
Well, the corporation is a big part of my life. In fact, me and my team are heading out to business on Eurillo 6 very soon. Taking part in today's program was a nice change of pace for me.
Oh, really? Eurillo 6? We've been there. So, is this a debt collecting trip?
I'm afraid I can't comment on internal IPC matters. That said, I heard the Express crew will be heading to Eurillo 6 for the Trailblaze Continuance Future Market.
Trailblazer
Looking
Continuance
forward to
7
seeing you all in Bellabog.
Huh? How did you know about that?
Preliminary research is crucial for the smooth progression of any project. Our data collection lead informed me about a significant site on Eurillo 6 known as the Pillars of Creation, a memorial symbolizing centuries of Bellabogian resistance. Out of respect, I intend to pay a visit there with a few colleagues.
Colleagues?
Oh, where are my manners? Let me introduce them. Senior staff,
Looks like,
team leader, grunt, field personnel,
new enemies?
and grunt, security personnel.
They look pretty slick, but I can't help but wonder...
Are they enthusiastic about a trip to an ice planet?
I'm afraid enthusiasm doesn't come into it. The IPC's balance sheet isn't the best right now. We haven't got the capital to outsource missions like these.
That explains the recent disturbance in the corporation. As if thousands of voices suddenly sighed in exhaustion and were suddenly silenced.
Let's set that aside for now. You know, I've heard all about the achievements of the Astral Express. I also heard that the train's navigator was a lady of unparalleled beauty and talent. It was a pleasure to meet you at last, Miss Himiko.
Another reason for coming on the show today? I hope I lived up to your expectations.
You exceeded them. Next time, let's see if we can meet up in person.
I'm sure we can make that happen. Once your work in Bellabog is done, perhaps you'd like to drop by the Express.
It's a deal. I've always wanted to set eyes on the Express.
Jeez. Can we get a room for these guys already?
Get a room? What does that mean?
As another gesture of the corporation's goodwill, I'd like to introduce a brand new event for everyone to take part in.
Oh, woohoo!
Nice!
Recognized universally as the leading video game brand, Ethereum
looks like a
Wars
new
is set
event.
to unveil an
Ethereum
offline
Wars,
fan
new
event on
event.
Eurillo 6, the Interastral Tournament Festival.
Ethereum Wars? What's that?
Think of it as a holographic video game. To secure a spot in the grand final, contestants must collect and nurture ether spirits, which can be found within victory zones.
Is that a light phone? Are we going to get a free
I
light
venture to
phone?
guess they're much like Numby here. Digital replicas of creatures designed to serve as combat companions.
Right you are, Miss Himiko. Your knowledge in this area is surprising.
I've heard a thing or two about the IPC's research and cultivation programs. Am I right in assuming that the aim of this event is to analyze the suitability of different species as fighting companions?
Correct. And we stand by our promise that no real-life creatures will be harmed during Ethereum Wars. The IPC has renovated an old weapons testing ground to serve as a tournament venue. We've also set up victory zones in different locations: Herta Space Station, Eurillo 6, and the Xianzhou Luofu. Those who manage to defeat the championship contenders in each victory zone and complete the hyperlink challenges will be greeted with generous rewards. It's also worth noting that ether spirits, both allied and enemy alike, are classified into 3 types: mechanical, humanoid, and aberrant. In combat, these types have a cyclical relationship, with each one countering another. Attacking enemies that are vulnerable to your current ether spirit's type will allow you to deal extra damage.
Oh, so picking a type that counters your opponents is super important.
Oh, this
You
event
got
looks
it.
fun.
Furthermore, as you advance through the competition, you'll gain access to the even more formidable Overlord Ether Spirits, which can be developed to boost their combat prowess.
So the deeper you delve into the competition, the fiercer the fights become. This is gonna be quite the contest. You okay there, March 7th?
Ether Spirit?
I'm going
Copy!
on March 7th.
Let's see. Whoa, a gold Albert!
Miss March, do I look like some paddle pet to you? You can't just collect anything and everything.
Just curious.
A reminder to our esteemed contestants. Numerous players from across the universe will be partaking in Ethereum Wars. As you progress, new opponents will be revealed. After completing all challenges, exhibition matches await, where you might end up face-to-face with some unexpected. You rise to the occasion and overcome the Interastral Tournament Festival challenges.
as well.
You'll receive IPC-sponsored eligibility for a specially selected 4-star character. And there you have it, the full rundown on Ethereum Wars. Hope you all have fun, and remember to treat your combat companions kindly. I've got a meeting to get to.
Huh? You're leaving so soon?
Over to you and Albert. Keep up the good work. There will be a year-end bonus for everyone when we roll out the new project.
So I guess we won't be getting the 10
Your wisdom,
people.
foresight, and mentorship, no bounds. Take care now. Stay safe out there.
I should be going too. There's some maintenance on the express to attend to. Hope to catch you all soon.
Thanks for all the help, Himeko. See you soon.
Are they gone?
Gone?
Topaz and Himeko.
I think so.
Are you sure?
Yes. Take a look for yourself. See? Told you. All gone. Nobody here but me. Nobody else on the line.
Whew, that's a relief. All those gifts. If you ask me, Topaz is just abusing her position to engage in a personal pastime.
Huh? Topaz's personal pastime? What's that?
Isn't it obvious to you? Maybe you should take another look at the specifics of this event.
Let me think. I got it! So Topaz's personal pastime is hunting.
Duh? Hunting? Miss March, what gave you that impression?
Well, isn't that right though? I'll show you. This event is all about sneaking up slowly and then...
We're getting even.
Hey!
Whoa, slow down a second. Topaz's pastime is cuddling creatures, not hunting them. As soon as she gets home, she grabs her pets and cuddles the heck out of them. She's got hundreds at her company apartment.
Huh? Did you say hundreds? How does she have the space?
Well, her company apartment is an ecological starship. Meanwhile, my favorite butt's in his studio from the 2020s. Topaz lives it up in a giant starship over at corporate HQ. Well, I get by on packed lunches in the middle of nowhere. Hang in there, Albert. Let's shift our attention to some of the other thrilling events coming our way.
Oh my god, just
First,
get on it with it.
off. During the 1.4 release, the Planar Infinity event is making its debut. Herta and 3 other members of the Genius Society made some small renovations to the simulated universe, but each of them threw a spanner in the works. With the code damage, the universe is beginning to expand exponentially. Madam Herta wanted me to pass a message on to our
Planar
trailblazers.
Infinity.
Don't panic, just a
The
minor
expanding
bug.
simulated
You
universe?
will be compensated.
Minor bug? Really? It doesn't sound like it.
It's true! The spanners in question cause the simulated universe's blessings and curios to multiply. As such, in Planar Infinity's Ordinary Plane challenges, trailblazers can obtain some wonderful buffs.
For example?
For example, a cosmic big lotto that won't disappoint?
Oh, wow!
See what I mean? Following an Ordinary Plane challenge, trailblazers will plane with their buffs in tow. Every time trailblazers successfully challenge a wave of enemies, a floor is successfully cleared. As floors are cleared, trailblazers will face off against increasingly difficult enemies until...
Uh-oh. I knew there was a catch. Now we have to fight attrition warfare?
Herta wants to test the limits of the simulated universe, Miss Marge. As long as
So always make choices that you know you won't regret.
we'll also be seeing the return of the Planar Fisher and Realm
Double
of
planar.
the Strange Events. During the events, successfully challenging the simulated universe and Cavern of Corrosion can earn you a set amount of double rewards.
Nice! Double rewards! Some people are farming the cavern like crazy every day. They can save themselves some time.
Would you be one of those people, Miss March?
Me? No way! Pom Pom never stops talking about that mysterious recipe they found. Things are gonna get real busy soon.
And what's a recipe gotta do with being busy?
It's not just the recipe. Pom Pom's been talking about organizing a whole food tour event. So strange. Nobody even knows where the recipe
Purchase
came
collaboration
from.
set for Chance to
What
Unlimited
if Pom Pom runs into bad
edition
guys on a
merchandise.
tour? I need to protect the conductor.
Ha! I get
For
it
more
now.
information on the
You
please
want
refer
to
to the
pose as
official
a bodyguard to
announcement.
get a bunch of free snacks.
We'll look
Hey,
into
that's
it.
slander. The food tour will be following the express around the world. Keep
Love
your
to get
eyes
some
peeled for
merchandise,
official announcements on when and where we'll be stopping.
Hey, I'm the one that leaves people in suspense around here. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Redemption codes!
Codes, codes, codes.
Codes, codes, codes. Yes, sir.
We are honored to introduce Honkai Star Rail to the PlayStation 5 on October 11th. PlayStation 5 is a perfect platform for this space journey, allowing our team to tap into full potential of the console.
The story of Honkai Star Rail is only getting started. Now with added technical features on PlayStation 5, we invite PlayStation gamers worldwide to join us in this breathtaking space fantasy.
Climb aboard the Astro Express on this October 11th. Adventure has no limits.
And may this journey lead us starward.
Empty. Fine. White here. Empty here.
Well, that's everything for today. Thanks for tuning in to our special program and see you in the...
Wait! I'll...
Alright. Ace white. Perfect. Perfect.
Finally! I'm exhausted. Huh? Really? Oh, thank you, thank you! Actually, I was feeling super nervous. Oh, no! You guys did all the hard work. Thank you, thank you! Huh? Is the program link up already? I'll share it with my friend. Hey, you see my stream just now? You said you'd be tuning in. Link is already up, by the way. I just shared with you. Remember to watch the whole thing. I'll be checking. Huh?
Okay. We're getting a free 10. Okay, so oh yeah, we are we are getting the free 10 logins gift of Odyssey. Gift of Odyssey. Yeah, we are getting it the gift of Odyssey. We are getting the gift of Odyssey. Thank God. And really happy. So there we go, guys. That's the gift of Odyssey. We're also getting free 10 pulls in this update, as you can see, and getting free merchandise. That's pretty much it for the live stream. We are getting a new simulated universe as well. It's expanding. Planar inventory, planar infinity. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm really excited. I'm really happy with this update and really excited for Jinglu and Topaz. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Make sure to redeem those codes. Bye, guys.